Let us pray. Dear Father in heaven, thank you for saving baby Moses' life way back when. Please help us to always remember that you are with us today too, to protect us and guide our lives. In Jesus' name, amen.
Good morning, children, and welcome back to our children's song. This morning, our song that we're going to sing is called I've Got Peace Like a River, I've got love like the ocean, and I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Okay, so there are some actions to go with it. So just follow them and you'll get to know it, and then you can always rewind back and listen to the song again. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's go. Okay, Crystal, you want to start that one, and let's go. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got love like the ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like the ocean, I've got love like the ocean, I've got love like the ocean in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul.
For our craft today, what we're going to do is a basket. Thinking of the story where baby Moses was saved by his mother putting him into a basket and letting him go into the Nile River and to try to protect him from being actually murdered by the Pharaoh and his soldiers. So this is the basket. You can use any color you like, but that's what we're going to be doing right now. I hope you're excited about it. Let's get started. What you will need for this craft is a 4 sheet of paper. Choose whatever color you like. That's the color of the basket that we're going to be making that you will have. Also, we will need a pencil, a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, I will show you another way to measure what we need to measure, so don't worry about that. But if you have a ruler, it's very helpful. Also a pair of nice cutting scissors and a little bit of paper glue, whatever kind you have. Let's get started. So first of all, go ahead and make your A4 rectangular sheet of paper into a square. And I think you might know how to do it, so try to guess how I'm gonna do it. There it is. Fold it directly from this tiny corner here. Try to make it as sharp at the corner as possible. And then this line right here actually is the line where we cut to create a square. So there we go. I'm gonna cut this out. Again, if you need help with any of this, ask your older brother or sister or your mom or your dad or somebody who feels a little bit more confident about it. And there we have it. We have a square and we have this little sheet of paper. Now don't throw this one away. We're going to use it as well. So let's just get going with the rest of this paper. Now what you're going to do at this point, this is where we're gonna need some ruler, or we can use this paper for the ruler, and we're gonna need to create some grids. So this square of paper, we need to divide into 3 equal parts. So 1, 2, and 3, and then 1, 2, and 3. So the way I'm gonna do it is quite simple. If you have a ruler, it's gonna make your life very, very easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure my piece of paper, and if you have normal A4 size, you should be about the same measurement as me. But right here, I have 21 centimeters. 21 divided by 3. How much do you get, guys? 21 divided by 3. Did you get it? Excellent. So we have 7 centimeters. So right here, I have 7 centimeters. I'm gonna make a little marker. And then we have 14, that's another 7, make a marker. And then these 3 should be the same. Now, I'll also measure it and mark it off down here so that I connect the dots and draw even lines. So again, 7, 14. And I'll do exactly the same on the other side. But on the other side, I'm gonna show you how I do it without the ruler, just in case you don't have it. So now that I've measured even 3 parts, I'm just gonna connect these dots. You see, I'm connecting this and that, and I'm gonna draw a little line. You don't need to draw it, heavily or anything like that. This is just so that you can see where you need to cut afterwards, okay? Okay. And do the same on this side if you have a ruler. Now, if you don't have a ruler, this is what you could do. Because remember that we cut off this piece of paper from the end of this, so it's exactly the same length as this one as well as this one because we have a square. So if you don't have a ruler, go ahead and use this paper and fold it into 3 even parts and just adjust it as you go. So roughly here, I hope you can see what I'm doing. Let me move this so you can see better. So you just think, okay, so if I fold this here and don't crease the whole way through, just a little at the corner, just to see. And then if you fold it over right next to this one, ooh, it's sticking out a little bit. Do you see that? So I'm thinking, okay, I need to push it a little bit further in to find a middle, just a touch. So let me try again. See if that makes it even, and voila, that makes it even. Look, I got it right. So there it is. I'm just gonna find my little bits, right? Like squeeze this little corner. So here I have 1, 2, 3 parts. And so now I'm gonna use this paper to create those 3 parts here. And you will see that it's gonna be exactly the same as I did with the ruler. So there it is. Just be careful where you bend. You can maybe use a pencil to help you mark those places, okay? So, but there it is. Again, if you have a ruler, that just makes it super easy. If you don't, not a problem. You can use that remaining little sheet of paper that you cut off to do exactly the same job. And just to let you know, show you what we got is this. You see, I have 7, 14, and then I have 7 and 14, so this is perfect, okay? So let's draw a line to connect the dots. Okay. Okay, and then, oops. And we have this, so there it is. Whoops, I didn't draw it right, but I think that's gonna be okay. So there it is. You have a squared sheet of paper that is squared off into 9 different parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have that? Excellent. Okay, what we'll do now is draw a few more lines on the sheet of paper, and for that one I want you to pay close attention. Now again, I'm going to use my ruler, but you can do the same using another sheet of paper the way I showed you, but I'm just going to use a ruler to make this video not as long as it can be, okay? So you see these corner squares. Now these corner squares we want to divide into 3 more even parts, 3 more even parts in each one of those 4 squares. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And the way I'm doing it again, I'm just measuring, and I have 7 centimeters. I divide the 7 centimeters or 70 millimeters into 3 parts, and I just simply divide like that. Or if you're using inches, it could be a little bit easier for some of you. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on fast forward, and I'm gonna draw all the lines and come back to you and show you what I got as a final kind of final drawers. done here, what we'll do now is pick up our scissors and pretty much cut every single line that we've drawn so far. But what I will start with is just cutting in this line and this line, so the three main parts of your pages, this line and this line first. And I'm gonna do a little bit of folding. Let me just show you what I mean. So I'm gonna cut this one line in, and this line in, and I'll do the same on this side. I'm just gonna cut in this line. When you see what I've done, you can obviously do it any way you want, or approach that and cut whichever things you like first. And the reason I cut these out first, because I want to take the edge ones and I want to fold them in nicely. So that way when I cut those other lines, they're not going to cut into the rest of the paper. So I just fold it on this line right here, and I'll do the same on this one right here. And hold the corner once again. So I'm going to cut this like that. And then I'm going to cut or fold the other two as well. When you're folding it, just look at the very edge, align this edge, and you will be straight, okay? So there's that one, and the last corner one, I'm gonna fold in like this. There it is. So we have it like that now, okay? And at this point, go ahead and cut into all the lines that you have drawn and cut these lines. Hold this just on these edges. Leave the middle alone. Do not cut, like separate this whole big sheet. Okay, so let's get going on that one. Now that we have everything cut up, time to assemble the main basket part. So here it is. The way we're gonna do it is grab these two closest, strips that you have cut into closest to the middle, and we'll go ahead and put a little bit of glue on the tip of one of them. Oh, that was too much. I'm gonna use one of my papers to kind of get that dispersed. Oops, way too much, so be careful. So there it is. Okay, so go. So, and connect them like this at the corner, okay? So we just create this sort of a squared in like tape that is glued together, if that makes any sense. Okay, great. Now go ahead and grab the next ones, and where we're going to glue these is just a little bit below this. So we're gonna glue them somewhere right about here and then overlap with each other right about at that level. So leave a little bit of the tip off, okay? So what I'll do for that, I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue here, and then you can just glue it up like this. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of glue again at the tip of this one, and go ahead and glue that one on like this. I hope I'm making sense. You can see clearly what I'm doing, okay? So we've glued these two, overlap these two, and glue them just a little bit below the tip of the initial glued in top corner, okay? So you'll have a little bit of a space between these, and that's what's gonna create a cute looking basket. All right, now we're gonna do the same with the rest of it. We will glue this pretty much at the same level where we glued the last one, so you don't need to go any lower, just simply glue it at the same level. So what I will do, I'll still utilize the same glue. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of glue at the bottom of this, and I'm gonna glue it in like that. So this is gonna go pretty much straight, okay? So I'm just gonna go like that, and then this last one, again, I'm just gonna put some glue on the tip of the paper, and go ahead and glue it in. But again, I'm gonna just pull it out a little bit so there's that, space here, okay? So I'm just gonna glue it up like this. So that's what we got here, all right? What we're gonna do now is take a glue stick and we're gonna bring this in together, okay? So what we're gonna do now, first of all, actually, we wanna cut off this little corner that is sticking out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this off. you should have just more or less of an even surface here. And now go ahead and take your glue and put a little bit of glue on, the just very edge of this triangle. So there it is. If I can not overdo the glue, that would be good. So there it is. Again, you can use a glue stick if you want. But there it is. So just enough on the corner there. And what we'll do now is go ahead and kind of fold this in towards the middle, just like that. Okay. So, and just kind of tap it in a little bit where we want the glue to connect. Okay. And flip this corner over to seal the edge. Okay. Oops. There you go. Flip this corner and seal the edge. Does that make sense? So there it is. Now what we're gonna do exactly the same on the other side. And I'm gonna put it on fast forward, and I'll let you do your own as well. All right. So here it is. Here's my basket. I hope yours look similar or better than mine. For some reason, mine is a little wavy, but that's what baskets are. They're imperfect, especially the one that baby Moses was in. Must have been, made from natural materials, so must have had this imperfect but very, very tight, good look. So there it is. Okay. So to finish off the basket, we're going to do a couple more little things. And what I would like to do for that is go ahead and grab some of these corners that I had cut off. So I hope you didn't throw it away. And we're gonna draw a little circle on this one. And we're gonna cut out 2 circles, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But I'm gonna draw the circle here, something like that. And I'm gonna put these 2 pieces of paper together and cut out my circle so that I have 2 at the same time. So there it is. And I'm gonna adjust my circle because it's not perfect as I'm cutting, just to make it a little bit more circular. So there it is. Or you can use, a special tool for it, whatever you like. So there it is. Yep, perfect. I have 2 circles. You can discard the rest. And also we're gonna make a handle. So go ahead and grab that end of the sheet of paper that you cut out initially, and you can create a handle any way you want. I'm gonna draw a nice straight line with the ruler. I think this is about 1.5 centimeters wide, but it's up to you how wide you want it to be. And I'm just gonna cut it out real quickly. There it is. So here is my basket handle. So what you want to do now is grab one of your circles just to seal the edges where we folded and where we glued things together. So go ahead and fold your circle in half, okay, just like that. And then put a little bit of glue around it. So put it in the middle line and just a little bit on all the way around, so just like this. And go ahead and glue this on the edge here, okay? So there it is, okay, just like that. And do it on the other side as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and fold it over in half. And put a little bit of glue in the center line just to kind of, really solidify the top of the basket where all the little sort of weaves of the basket come together. And I'm just gonna put it right here in the middle and solidify, that area. Okay, I didn't do it perfectly. I think you can do it a little bit straighter. Actually, let me move that. So there it is. There it is. So it should look like this, all right? And now take the handle and go ahead and put a little bit of glue on one end of the handle and glue it inside on that circle. So glue it inside on that circle just like this, okay? So you might want to hold it down for a minute while it's drying, or less than a minute probably. Well, when it's drying, And when you feel like it's sticking well together, go ahead and put a little bit of glue on this other end of the handle, just like that. And again, glue it to that little circle that you glued a second ago on the other side of the basket. Okay, so there it is. And you got your basket, Baby Moses basket. And again, if it's somebody's birthday or any special occasion coming up, you can always make this basket. You can make it from, and just paint over it before you fold it in. And you can also fill it up with some goodies, maybe a little bit of candy, maybe a little bit of confetti or whatever you would like. And there it is. You have your Baby Moses basket. I hope you had a fun doing yours. I hope yours looks as good or better than mine. Thank you very much for doing the craft with me, boys and girls. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I think we're gonna go into a song right now. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hi children. So the song we're going to sing now, it's called God's Not Dead. So I want you to sing along with me, and if you don't know the song, you will pick it up very quickly because the words are very simple and we'll keep repeating them again and again. So whenever you pick up the tune, whenever you pick up the words, just kick right in and sing along with us and enjoy. God's not dead, He's alive. God's not dead, He's alive. God's not dead, He's alive. I feel Him all over me. Sing with me now. God's not dead, He's alive. God's not dead, He's alive. God's not dead, He's alive. I feel Him all over me. I feel Him in my hands, I feel Him in my feet, I feel Him in my church, I feel Him in the street, I feel Him in the air, I feel Him everywhere. God's not dead, He's alive. God's not dead, no, He's alive. God's not dead, He's alive. I feel Him all over me. One more time. God's not dead, He's alive. God's not dead, no, He's alive. God's not dead, He's alive. I feel Him all over me. I feel Him in my hands, I feel Him in my feet, I feel Him in the church, I feel Him in the street, I feel Him in the air, I feel Him everywhere.